Why do people stop making art? When it's something that they used to do or they used to enjoy and it was fun. And there's several reasons to stop making art. Here are reasons that people stop creating art. The first one is it's not always convenient. I think this is one of the biggest reasons why people don't make art or stop making art, is because they are trying to do something that's not as convenient as it could be. Like maybe you do oil painting. That requires a dedicated space. It's hard to set up and it's a mess. Oh, there's like turpentine and there's chemicals that are in the air and you need proper ventilation. And it just takes a lot to set up. I think once you get it set up, it's not so bad for some people. But maybe you can't do that anymore because of your circumstances. But something that you can do, and I recommend if you want to get back into drawing, is to buy a sketchbook. Get a sketchbook. Leave it in some place you are every day, or take it with you every day. Sketchbook's something you can throw in a bag. You can leave on the table. Leave on your kitchen table. Put on your coffee table in your living room. And just have it in a place where it's just you're normally at. And you'll be more likely to want to get back to making art, even if it's just drawing. And drawing's like really the most fun part anyways. You have to sit down and think about what is going to be convenient to me and do I really want to draw? I think you should at least try and get something and make it convenient. Another thing about convenience is maybe setting aside time for it, but maybe you set aside 10 minutes in the morning with your cup of coffee or tea or whatever you drink, or you could do it in the evening before bed for like 10 or 20 minutes. Okay, the next thing is something that I struggle with time to time and makes me want to not really bother creating stuff. Is if I'm online and I'm looking at art and I see all this really good art, it makes it really hard to want to do it because there's just so many people that are so good at it and they're better than you. And let me tell you, there's always going to be someone better than you at anything, unless you are absolutely the best thing at that thing in the world. And even people that are the best at something in the world, somebody else takes their place. They maybe don't do it as well, or someone else just is better at it. Someone will surpass them at some point. And that helps me kind of remind myself, like, okay, there's always someone better than me. And there's probably always somebody worse than me. And that helps me get through that. But when we see all this good stuff online and a ton of people doing it, and it's really good, it can be really demotivating because you're not on that level. You're not as good as them. And they can outproduce you as well. And that stresses me out. People that outproduce me and stuff. It's like, I want to catch up to their level. And that can be inspiring to motivate you to get there. But when it's just so much of it, it can be overwhelming. And you can think, why would anybody want to look at my stuff? And that's not always about people looking at your stuff. Brings me to the next idea the next point I want to make. And the comparison leads us into the trap of forgetting that art is about the process and it's about having fun. It's not always about having fun, but we need to allow ourselves to have fun, allow ourselves to create things because we like creating them, not because we want to be good at something. I mean, I'm contradicting myself a little bit. I do want to be good at stuff, and it's good to strive to want to be better and improve. But if we forget to enjoy it or the process of getting better at something, it's just going to make us not want to do it at all, because if we don't find any enjoyment in it, why would we even want to make art? So that's another reason why we stop, is because we just don't find it fun anymore. And there's ways to make it fun. I think I made a video on that before. But the simplest thing that I have to say for making it fun is to just get into it. Start making something. I know I said that before, but give it a shot. Don't worry about if it's going to be good or not. That's another problem we fall into. And just make something. Most of the time, it's enjoyable. And that brings me to my other point is there's too many options. There's too much stuff to pick from. All you have to do is just pick one and try it out. And this kind of goes along with it's not convenient, is we have too many options. You could do oil painting, you could do ink, you could do watercolor, you could do digital, you could do markers. There's endless amounts of things that you can do with it. And it just can be overwhelming. It's like, okay, which one do I want to do? Do I want to get good at Clip Studio Paint, or do I want to just stick with Photoshop? Do I want to get rid of both and use my iPad and work on Procreate? Do I want to jump into oil painting out of nowhere? Sometimes it's good to just randomly do something different. Tends for me, if I have too many options, I'll get analysis paralysis where I can't decide what to do. I even do this with like topics that I'm drawing. Part of the reason why I'm just focusing on portraits right now, so I don't have to think about it. I'll be like, okay, tomorrow, portraits. And if I'm ever like, okay, I really want to draw a landscape, I will do that. I'm not thinking about it too much. I already have a plan, and I do it. Sometimes you need to change it up. If you're feeling really inspired to do something different, do it. And then the last thing I have to say is, and I think is the most important one, I think the last reason people stop doing art and they don't come back to it is because of their expectations. I've talked about expectations before, and if you can remove them, it's going to make it way less stressful and make you want to do it more. You don't know how well something's going to come out unless you've done it like a million times. If you're drawing the same thing over and over, it's probably going to come out pretty well. But we don't normally do that. Sometimes we'll make bad stuff, but that doesn't mean we can't make it better. We can't work on it some more or move on to another one. Bad art is necessary. Not making something good every time can also motivate you to make more stuff because, like, okay, that was bad. Let's do this again. I do that a lot when I play video games or anything competitive. It's like, okay, I messed up that time. Let's see if I can do this better. And you can get really addicted to that stuff. Like something that I've fallen into is like chess.com and do 1 minute bullet chess. And I lose most of the time. But I'm like, okay, I can do it again. And bullet chess is kind of a waste of time if you haven't learned how to play chess very well. But that's just the example of like, okay, I messed up. Let's do it again. That's something that is easy to combat your expectations with. It's just like, let's just see what I can do. See what I can come up with. You don't have to worry about it being good. You just have to do it. Those are some reasons why you might stop making art. Let me know if you struggled with any of these in the comments below. If you want to know how to be motivated to make art, check out this video right here. Go on. Check it out. Click it. Do it. Do it right now or